What's up guys, welcome back to Total Focus. Hopefully you can see me alright in this darker setting, but you can probably see a reflection. So as you can tell by the title of this video, maybe some of you are wondering what it's like to drive a Shelby GT350 in the snow. So that's what we're doing today. As you can see, we've had a real dump of snow. So firstly I'm gonna do a start up and the usual really. For some reason the exhaust defaults to normal mode, so straight into the old sport mode to open them flaps. It's pretty loud. Yes. So let's just go through the menu a little here and I'll show you what I'm going to do, because we've had about 10 inches of snow. It's just taken me almost 40 minutes to just clear the driveway, so yeah, but I'll explain why I'm going out in it in a minute as well. So here we go. So first we want to go into the menu using this button here, the mode button, and go to weather mode, and straight away it closes the exhaust valve, but we want to change that. So we go out and into track apps, exhaust mode, and sport, and then you can see that little weather, like a cloud of rain icon there, and it will, you can't change the suspension, you can't change anything like that. All you can do is have sports exhaust and still enjoy the sound. So yeah, I guess we should make a move. Should be interested. See what the traction's like. We got these winter tyres on, and as I say, I will explain why we're heading out in it. So off we go, as I say, in weather mode. So the traction is at its, most safest setting. Won't technically allow any slip. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this, but people like me, they're driving their AMG GTRs in the snow. This is going to be the bit here because it's quite a step down and there was quite a lot of snow, so it might end up being a bit of a snowplow. Yeah, I'm pushing the snow, I can feel it. Just go through careful. Right, I'm losing a little bit of traction, but we're alright. I can't believe I'm driving this car in the snow, because it's very low. It is really low. Now the trouble where I live, they don't come and plough the roads at all, so you're kind of on your own when it comes to this situation. You just got to be careful in the residential area. I am breaking traction quite a bit because this snow is thick. It's not just, a light dusting. We got about 10 inches last night, so yeah, it's very thick. Yeah, I can feel I'm kind of sliding around a little, but again, there was quite a bit of ice underneath, so first test of braking now. ABS kicks in, but it bites, so that's good. I definitely don't want to be putting this into the ditch or anything. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot of traction whatsoever in this snow. I would have it facing out, but I don't think it's going to pick it up because it's so bright, and it's hard to actually show the depth of the snow. You can see around that it's been snowing though. But yeah, you can see the back. I'm not even giving it any throttle, and it's sliding around. So just giving it gentle throttle application. That's all. And the dashboard is lighting up like a Christmas tree with the traction control light flashing. But it's doing its job, It's controlling the power, because again, we're 526 horsepower, so got to rein it in a bit. So we're coming out now. The roads, they're dirty, but they've been kind of ploughed, so just get out this deep snow. Okay, we're out, and yeah, we're driving. So just to let you know, why am I going out in it now? Well, firstly, I said I wanted to daily drive it during the winter time, or try and at least use it a bit, but I wouldn't really choose to go out after such a big snowstorm, to be honest. But my previous video where I had the tyres fitted, I don't know if I actually showed any more footage on that, but basically I got it home and I was like, what's that noise? I can hear it rubbing. So I had a look up front and the tyres, they're 40, 40 profile on a 285 width tyre. So that's I don't know if you know how it works, but the aspect ratio and the profile of the tyre, basically, so say it's 40, it's 40% of 285 in height. And I don't know how to do exact maths, but it's too tall, the tyre wall, basically. So it's rubbing against the front wheel liner or fender liner. So yeah, I kind of complained a little bit to Ford, doing what I do best. Because I did contact Ford Performance and asked for the correct recommended tyres, and I don't know if it was a trainee or something, but he gave me the wrong information and told me 285 all the way around, which turned out to be wrong. Couple of emails back and forth and phone calls and whatever, and basically they decided that they were at fault, and they have refunded me the money for the original set of tyres that I bought, and give me a $500 coupon for Ford, which I can use for any parts. Because I've got to buy 2 new front tyres. I can use the backs because they're not hitting anything at the back. And basically the correct tyre size up front is 255/40/19. So it's obviously quite a bit narrower, but that 40 ends up being a lot less of a tyre wall. It's hard to explain. And the dealership are obviously also waiving the charge to fit them again, because I kind of complained to them. I said, you should have really spotted that there was a clearance issue. That's what I'm paying the professionals for, to fit the tyres correctly. And obviously one would think that you got to check for the clearance. Especially with it being there's not really a winter tyre package for this car, so it's kind of, you're going off what Ford Performance say, so it's not a regular car to drive during the winter. But to be honest, I mean, now I'm out of the deep snow. I'm in third. Just give it a bit of gas. Yeah, it cuts the power straight away, immediately. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's slippery. Braking is fine, absolutely fine actually. You obviously haven't got as much braking performance as when it's completely dry and warm. We're currently -9°C, so let's just try it in the corner. You can see it's kind of cutting the power, but if you give it a stab, it'll go a bit. But yeah, that's all the moronic driving I'm going to do in this. When you hit a bit of the standing snow, it does start to break loose, because they're performance winter tyres, so they're a much lower profile. The tread depth is very, very thin, so really they're more for a cold day than full out snow driving. But yeah, I haven't drove the car for it's almost 2 weeks now because of this. I was meant to get the car towed in, but I rang the tow company. They're really busy today, obviously, and basically I said, how are you going to secure the car? And they said they have to put tyre straps, over the fronts and the backs, and I was like, there's no room for that. Obviously with the tyres hitting the wheel liners, and we're just this close to touching the suspension springs, so there ain't no room to do it. And then under this car is like a flat under tray, basically, almost like a race car. So obviously there's nowhere to tie down the car underneath. And I noticed actually, with it being a track car, I'm not saying it's not a track car, but they don't have a tow hook on the front, which is weird. Like, every normal car has a tow hook, yet when it comes to this Shelby, there's no tow hook. And there's a kit that you can buy online, but it's kind of weird that, because in any case I thought you had to have one in case you have an accident and they have to pull you out. I'm getting some funny looks here. Obviously people are wondering why on earth I'd be driving a 500 plus horsepower rear wheel drive car in the snow. But yeah, so that's it. We're going down and we'll get this sorted out. So basically I'm ending up not having to pay anything for these tyres, which is great, because obviously it's not my fault, is it, that the tyres were the wrong size given to me. I would have bought the right ones straight away. So the car was just making a lovely noise, so I had to just share that with you. That's just such partial throttle, Sounds amazing for a stock car. Wow, that was speed and it was just giving it a bit of beans and it broke traction a little. The road's pretty clear up front now. You've got some tracks in the road, so it's not too bad. Exhaust makes a great noise. She's cutting the power in second. I can't believe how noisy this exhaust is. System does a great job actually. I'm very surprised. You know, it doesn't just kill the power so you stop making any progress like a lot of cars will do. It cuts the power but still allows, you know, still allows some power to come through so you still maintain your momentum. You can hear it straight away, it makes a funny noise. Oh. Happy with that. We have had the new tyres fitted. They're definitely a little bit more stretched. Obviously, it's a 255 going from a 285. The regular width is 295, so yeah, it's a stretch, but so much more clearance on the you know, inside the wheel arches, and you know, I'm pretty happy. I went for Yokohama, I think they're ice something or other. I can't remember actually. All I'm bothered is that I can drive the car, you know. And yeah, the traction isn't too bad. I'm not obviously getting full out traction like I would in, say, the Focus RS. That's definitely the forte of that car. But you can just see the back tyres there. Sorry, the tyres in the back. Yeah, my dealership did a good job. Yeah, pretty happy with it actually. I also added locking wheel nuts to the car because weirdly, for the price of it, a 75 grand car, it doesn't come with them as standard on these 19-inch wheels, which to me is kind of weird. But yeah, I got them. They were like $60 or something. Definitely keeps the wheels from being stolen. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to give you a bit of an impression of how I think it is to drive, and it's not bad. You can use it. You can daily this car. It's definitely not something that should be kept in the garage. Like I say, there's people out there who use their supercars, maybe not in quite such extreme conditions, but they will use them during the winter. There's another guy out there in New York, I think, and he's using his Shelby in the winter time. So that kind of motivated me to get out in mine and start using it. Current mileage is 1,706 kilometers. Probably would have had a bit more, but as I said, I wasn't able to use it due to the incorrect tires. But yeah, it's currently -10. I think it feels like -19 is the current feel factor. So, but that's setting off. Not bad at all. I'm well happy. Alright guys, well, wanted to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, probably the last one for the year. Thanks for everyone's support during this year. It's been a difficult one with the RS. We got through it and I'm a much happier person now I've got this car. I love it. And braking performance, wow. You can actually put the brakes on pretty good and still bite in. So yeah, that's it for the year. Please keep watching, continue to comment, and we'll keep the conversation going. Hit the notification button, like, share and subscribe. Take care, guys.